Hello people, my name is Ben, and this week's game is pretty much a classic, Prince of Persia Sands of Time, and then if I have time after that, Prince of Persia Two Thrones as well. I'm gonna skip out Warrior Within because it's Warrior Within and it's 3 edgy 5 me pretty much. It's not all that great either, as well as the ridiculous amount of edginess in that. But Sands of Time is fantastic, really good game. You know, a lot of people really love it. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorite games of all time, but the first one that I actually played was Two Thrones. Then I went back and played Sands of Time and Warrior Within. But the only one that I've never beat is Sands of Time, not including the new, like 2008, I believe, Prince of Persia, and then Prince of Persia Forgotten Sands. Didn't play either of those. I just wasn't all that interested in them. Apparently Forgotten Sands is okay, and then Prince of Persia 2008, not that great. For some reason, Nolan North took over as the Prince's voice actor, which really takes me out of it because it's just Nathan Drake talking, essentially, because it's the typical Nolan North voice. Anyway, Sands of Time, really good, and holds up fairly well. Some of the voice acting and animations are really janky, but a lot of the in-game animations still look rather smooth, and with some fiddling with the PC version, I've been able to bump it up to 1080p, and there's no real like anti-aliasing problems or aliasing problems. Everything looks really smooth. Like, obviously there's not a huge amount of detail, but I think, one of my main problems with older games is just the low resolution, the blurriness, and the anti-aliasing, or aliasing, and lack thereof anti-aliasing. And that's a real shame and takes me out of it. But in this, it's like 60 FPS, runs really well. All of the polygons, even though there aren't that many polygons, they look pretty smooth. They look fairly flat. There's not many jaggies on the edges of them. And yeah, it actually looks okay, and it'll be interesting to see how Two Thrones holds up, because I recall that looking quite a bit better than Sands of Time. There was definitely a huge progression. But it's interesting going back to Sands of Time and Prince of Persia in general and seeing all of the inspiration for Assassin's Creed, and I really hope they do bring Prince of Persia back. There was that like screenshot sort of thing that they had of a possible alpha of a Prince of Persia game that one time. It was a few months back, I think last year, and that got me excited. But I just want to see another Prince of Persia game that isn't Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed very much streamlined the the wall climbing and the running, and I like that system. It's pretty good. I would like a bit more interaction with it, but then going back and playing Prince of Persia, having to hold down a button to run across the wall and then time the jump to the other wall and stuff, is really fun platforming, and it still feels pretty good, and the controls are still fairly tight. There aren't too many problems with it, and it's what makes me really want to see a new one, rather than just Assassin's Creed games every year, or games in fact, like games every single year, multiple, plural, because Assassin's Creed Rogue got announced, and oh my god, and it's just extremely annoying. Just Ubisoft, please make something else. And obviously they're making it so PS3 and 360 owners aren't left out, but Jesus Christ, just let it go. I think though the people who haven't bought the new systems or don't have a PC capable of running Unity can survive without an Assassin's Creed game this year. Give them time, they will upgrade. It's not a huge deal. I'm sorry if you're one of the people who haven't got a good enough PC and are still on the last generation of consoles, but really, do you need another Assassin's Creed game? Assassin's Creed 4 was pretty good. I have a bad feeling that Rogue might not actually be all that great. It could end up being better than Unity, you never know, but I feel like it's just going to be a very much a dumbed down sort of thing. Like, it's just not as complex, doesn't have as many systems, obviously wouldn't have co-op, because those systems can't handle it, and that's very understandable, but I just think it's an unnecessary thing. Going back to Sands of Time though, the story is fairly silly, but it's entertaining, as is the voice acting. I don't know why everyone in Persia sounds British, but I quite enjoy it. There are some great lines, such as "I just do," like one of the girl companion. I don't know her name. I don't even think I've discovered it at the point that I'm at. But she's like, "How do you know that?" And he's like, "I just do." It's really, really cringy, but it's great, and I would prefer that to mediocre voice acting. I prefer stuff that's just very over the top or cheesy. It's always really fun, and the animations definitely benefit that because the lip syncing is not great, and some of their expressions are just hilarious. But that's Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. That's the game I'm going to be beating this week, and hopefully Two Thrones as well, because I fucking love Two Thrones. I preferred it to Sands of Time. It was really, really good. Obviously, it's the first one that I played, so going back to Sands of Time, it felt like more of a downgrade. But yeah, I hope it holds up as well as I think it might, as well as Sands of Time does anyway, and is still better than Sands of Time. I hope it is, because I've not played any of these games within like 6 years without these, so it's really awesome going back to them. And yeah, we'll also be playing some other games that come out this week, like I've already played the new Wing of Naxxramas. I'm going to be playing probably some more Crypt of the Necrodancer. Crawl is coming out, various other things, so yeah. But mainly Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Thank you all for watching the streams and following the Twitch and the Twitters and actually coming to the shows, for those of you who do, and are always regulars in chat, like Louie and Bloodmon and Zvilas and Johnny and various other people. You guys are awesome. I know I've missed people out, but yeah, you're all fantastic. I love you. You're great. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.